experience was.
So I probably could have left her tied up and done just the exact same thing, but I think it's going to be so much more important for her to be able to move her feet, which is why I chose to take her off. Just because I could do something doesn't mean that it's going to be best for her. So I want her to be able to move her feet. I don't want her to feel like she has to get explosive about anything or like she has to hold stock still, you know, and then she'll be able to deal with things. I want her to know that things can happen while her feet are moving and it's not the end of the world. But do notice how she's having a hard time staying away from me. She wants to mother up.
Yes.
Just another lack of confidence. It's something, we haven't done this yet, even though I've been using the flag on her the whole time. We haven't done anything with this blanket yet, so she's a little unconfident right now, which is fine. She's acting really okay with it, so I'll leave it on her while we switch eyes. This isn't a cut and dry routine for any horse. This is just, okay, so she seems like she's here, so I'm going to do this. If she had hinted at any point that she was going to kick, I definitely wouldn't be swinging this blanket way back here and let that go back. And it's actually just because it's catching the wind that I'm doing that. Because that'll encourage her to kick. I mean, that's something that's coming up to eat her, and she, you know, by any normal instinct, she would kick at it. But I haven't had any issues with her, so I'm not overly concerned. I'd like to get some forward movement while the blanket comes and sits on her back. Little things like that, that's a big deal. She dealt with that really well. It's not, I don't want my blankets to fall on the ground, but sometimes it happens, and so how they deal with that can be a good deal. Yep. And just try to ignore anytime she's snorting like that. Never let that feed into how you treat her or handle her or anything. Don't let that snorting be like something you become more leery of or anything. Just blatantly ignore it. Could just be a quirk that she does, like some people bite their nails. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. You want to try to find a good balance for that of saddling them efficiently, but not necessarily sneaking it onto their back. I've been pretty guilty of sneaking it onto their backs. Because I didn't know any better. And it really, if you behave in any kind of a sneaky manner around the horse, they pick up on that really quickly, and you might get away with something a time or two, but then they learn really quickly that you're acting sneaky and they should be suspicious of you. It's amazing how much they'll pick up on that. So like right there, I didn't lie to her about that saddle coming up. I just tried to be soft and gentle and quiet, and if she needed to move her feet around, I didn't try to stop her. I just waited till they settled before I tried to adjust it. So I haven't lied to her about anything. I've just been quiet and reasonable. Big deal. They want to know they can trust you. You're a little bigger than this. I try to keep a lot of contact on them.
Yep.
When I'm saddling, then you'll see me try to hold her head still because I don't want her to try to flip eyes around on me or anything. And even though everything that I've been telling her has been, you know, go ahead, move your feet, you're okay. We'll get right back to that. But right now, to keep her from getting the saddle in a place that it's not supposed to be, or, you know, just to keep a mess from happening, I just need her to kind of hold still. And I'll do everything really steady. You know, I'm not snapping on the cinch. I'm doing really steady tugs on it. And I don't just reach for anything. I'm doing a lot of, I'll start here and I'll let her feel me go all the way down, even though it's quick. When I put my stirrup down, so that's the back cinch.
Yep.
That she felt.
She's had the back.
She did.
She did.
I rode her with one. Well, I put one on her, I should say.
When I put that stirrup down though, I won't sneak it down, it'll be really steady. So I'm gonna pet her a little bit more than I did when I tightened this. There, that was better. See, and some of this is just, she just kind of gawks off. She's not trying to be nasty or bad or anything. She just, you know, was kind of not paying attention, and when she felt it just snuggle up against her, she was like, whoa! So it's not, none of that is bad. See, that was, I didn't sneak it down, but I didn't slap it onto her side either. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use that flag just in case she decides that she needs to come over and visit with me and mother up. Okay. And I'm gonna let her wear that for a couple laps, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tighten the cinch a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can drag that back cinch up a little bit, because where she just got really goosey about it, I don't want her to, you know, suddenly feel that in the middle of a ride, because it's pretty loose right now. She's about between holes, but I'd rather it be a little bit too snug and she can feel it than dangling there. Because especially if you ride with that back cinch too loose, you know, and if you have a horse that's really athletic, which she, you know, she's big, but she could be more athletic than I'm giving her credit for. They can reach that back hoof up and catch it under your back cinch, or, I mean, it's just, you gotta be careful with them.
Sleep.
So she was getting a little bit lost, just kind of speeding her feet up and not using her brain too much. So I'm going to let her keep trotting, but I'm going to draw her in so she has to move her feet in a more difficult angle. There. And she chose to walk, and now she's choosing to kind of acknowledge me and think a little bit more. This is really good here. I've been really happy about this. I want her to get a little bit softer and really kind of look at me first, and then I'm going